Good morning, class. I hope you all are fine at your home. Now, let us continue with our topic that we were covering in the last lecture. Now, let us first revise what we were doing in the last lecture. What we have learned? We have learned about the categories of operating system. That is, one of the kind of operating system is a standalone operating system. A standalone operating system is an operating system that works on devices such as notebooks, desktop, computer, or laptop. That is the basic definition of standalone operating system. Then after that we have also learned about the type of operating systems. Okay, type of standalone, you could say, operating systems. That is, first one of them is Microsoft Windows. It is released by Microsoft. It is referred as Windows or Win. It's a graphical operating system developed and published by Microsoft. It's provide a way to store files, run software, play games, watch videos, and connect to the internet. Okay, it has a various versions with it. That is, example आपको दिया था likewise Windows 3.1, Windows 95, and the latest version is Windows 10 or 10.1. Now moving further, we have learned about the type of operating system. The second type of it is Mac OS. Mac OS. Mac OS is an operating system that is designed by Apple Inc. for the Macintosh computer that are being manufactured by Apple only. Okay, who also created Apple One. Okay, particularly this is the company which produces iPod, iPhones, and iPad. Macintosh was first released in 1984, and the examples of Mac OS are Mac OS and Mac OS X. These are the two examples out of Mac OS. Next type of operating system is Linux. Linux is an open source operating system. Linux is an open source operating system, और Linux OS कहते हैं इसे. It is freely distributable, cross-platform, can work on various things. It even work on the mobile devices. It even works on PC, laptop, netbook, whatever the thing you want to use with that particular operating system. Video gaming consoles and server. Example are Ubuntu, Linux Mint, and Arch Linux. Next type of operating system is Chrome OS. I've already told you it is being developed by Google, and for running this particular window, they use Chrome web browser as their primary interface. Okay, it is for a laptop that runs a Chrome OS is known as a Chromebook, and a specialized desktop that run the Chrome OS is called a Chromebox. Okay, now just below the Chrome OS, you can see the particular graphical representation. First one is of Windows, second one is of Mac OS, third one is of Linux, and fourth one of Chrome OS. Now further continuing towards the server operating system. As well, we know a server operating system is generally an operating system designed to run over the server. I have already told you what are servers basically. These are specialized computer which operate within a client server architecture to serve the request of client computer. Basically, resources are on this servers. When you use the internet, what we do? We just type the name of the google.com. What it does, it goes on the Google server through the internet and retrieve the data from there. What we are doing there, we are using their system for doing our things. As we are using Google Drive, we are using the space of Google which they have provided to us. Okay, examples of the operating system are Windows Server 2012, Debian, CentOS OS, Ubuntu. These are some of the examples of Windows. Now moving forward, let us learn about the type of operating system. First one is Windows Server, developed by Microsoft, enable organization to manage application on the websites or on the cloud. Basically, its work is to manage websites and application on cloud. Cloud is a storage where an organization used to keep their important files or data, and that could be retrieved by any of the person who is using that particular server developed by Microsoft. Next is OS X Server, developed by Apple. OS X Server enable organization to collaborate, share files, host website, mail servers, and do much more on the Mac computer and iOS devices. Next is Unix. Basically it is the one of the most used form of server operating system, most used server operating system, as it capable of handling high number of transactions in a multi-user environment and working with a multiple processes. Unix is often used on web servers. Linux is often used on web server on the supercomputer because it provides secure, stable, and a multi-user environment. Now, let us continue again with the part 4 of this particular chapter. Here we are going to cover mobile operating system. What are mobile operating system? We have learned about server operating system. We have learned about standalone operating system. Now we are going to learn about mobile operating system. An operating system on a mobile device and many consumer electronic is a mobile operating system or embedded operating system. An embedded operating system means it's a specialized operating system designed to perform a specific particular kind of task perform करने के लिए बनाया जाता है, but it's not a computer operating system. Likewise, it is present in many devices. Likewise, you are using your mobile. It is a mobile operating system. You are using a camera. Camera has an operating system, but its work is to do a specific task, to click out the photos. You have an iPod. It has an operating system. What it work is to play out the music files only. Okay, so every embedded operating system has a particular kind of work. Operating system resides This particular operating system reside inside the ROM chips that are read-only memory, cannot be manipulated by the user of that particular device. A mobile operating system includes support calendar, contact management, text messages, mail, touch screen, digital camera, media player, GPS navigation. These all are embedded operating mobile operating system, ये सब include रखता है अपने अंदर. Next is types of operating system. What are the types of operating system? We are going to discuss here types of mobile operating system. First one of them is Google Android. Android is a mobile operating system based on the modified version of Linux kernel and the other open source software. I've already told you about kernel. It's much like an operating system, but not an operating system. It's a kernel component or a heart of a operating system. It is the interface between the hardware and application. How the hardware is going to work, what is the work of the touch screen is going to told by that kernel. What is the work of the display, what the display has to display. It's the work of that particular kernel inside the Android operating system जो बताता है कि what it has to display. Basically, the bridge between hardware and software is known as the kernel. Next is it's developed and designed by Google for smartphones and tablets basically. Now, types of operating system के अंदर we used to cover features of an operating system. What are the features of an operating system? Features, likewise, it has a Google Play app. You all are aware of it. Google Play app, where you are downloading various number of app, video editing, audio editing, and Google Classroom you have also downloaded from particular app store. It gives access to a number of application, games, songs, books, and movie. It also provides us the Google Drive feature that it provides us the Google Drive feature and access to mail, contacts, calendar, photos, file, and more. It also provides us features like face recognition to unlock our devices. Nowadays, every device is enabled with the face recognition feature. Previously, every device was not supporting this kind of recognition feature. Now, one more thing it's support, that is voice recognition capabilities enable user to give the verbal instructions to the operating system of the Android phone. Now, likewise, Google Voice Assistant is present in the Android mobile system. What it does, if you um, want to make an reminder, you can just tell it to the Google Voice Assistant and it will make a reminder for you. Likewise, you can do many tasks. You want to call someone, just open the Google Assistant and telling the person's name whose contact is in your phone book, it will call that particular person. These are some of the feature of Android operating system. Now, second type of operating system, mobile operating system, is iPhone OS. Originally known as ISO, it's called an iPhone OS. It's a mobile operating system created and developed by Apple Inc. exclusive for its hardware. It cannot be used on any other phone. You cannot use on any other phone. As Android is available with various manufacturers like Xiaomi, uh, Xiaomi के साथ अवेलेबल है, सैमसंग के साथ नो so सैमसंग के साथ अवेलेबल है, Redmi Note के साथ अवेलेबल है, and many more devices. But iPhone OS can only be operated with the hardware of Apple Inc. Supported devices include the iPhone, iPad, iTouch, and many more. Next, what are the features of ISO? First of all, Siri, a voice recognition app, enables you to give verbal instructions or question. iCloud is just like the Google Drive. iCloud enables to sync mail, calendars, and contacts. Next is iTunes. It has a specialized iTunes store which help the iPhone users or iOS users to download music, video files, and books online. You have to purchase when you want to buy something from the iTunes. Next is Mac App Store. Just like Google App Store, they have Mac App Store that provide access to the traditional apps and software updates regarding the iOS. Next, they have a special calling software that is known as FaceTime. Apple's video calling service, FaceTime, that is Apple's video calling service. You can use it from any iPhone to iPad to anyone using these devices. This particular software has to be used by the iPhone users only. No one else can mm, contact this particular person who doesn't have an iPhone. Okay, they have to contact to a iPhone person because the FaceTime application is available on the Apple devices only. It's a very stable version of video calling, as we the Android user use various number of calling apps like Google Duo, WhatsApp video call, and many more things. Apple user doesn't require to download many more apps. It has a most stable version, that is FaceTime, Apple's video calling app. Next, we are going to cover here is Windows operating system. Windows operating system is developed by Microsoft, as the name depicts, is a mobile operating system that runs on the smartphone. It basically runs on the smartphone, and likewise Android है वो एक smartphone है, iPhone है वो एक smartphone है. Those perform number of things. Okay, Windows Phone is a discontinued family of mobile operating system. Basically अब ये discontinue हो गया, it's not in use. This particular operating system और use नहीं किया जाता है. That was developed by Microsoft for the smartphone as a replacement to its successor. Successor मतलब इसका जो आगे का version है वो है Windows, उसको कहते हैं Windows Mobile and Zune. Next, features of Windows Phone. What are the features? What it does, it syncs photos, file, and settings to the SkyDrive. SkyDrive is just an example of Google Drive and iCloud. It provides a amount of free space to its user to use. Next is helps your phone as a remote control for your TV. Yes, you can control your smart TV, but you cannot control every of the TV. Your TV should be a smart TV. Then only you would be able to control your TV using the Windows Phone. Access to the global catalog of music and video. It has a global catalog. It will show you global trends, what are going on around the world. You can download the videos and music, or you can see it online. Next, Windows Phone Store. Just like Apple Store and Mac Store, Windows Phone also have a separate store that provide the additional apps and software update to the Windows devices only. Next are in this next we are going to learn about the device driver. What are device driver? A device driver is also called a driver. Is a small program that tells the operating system how to communicate with the devices. It acts as a link between a hardware in computer system and the OS. ये क्या होता है, ये बेसिकली एक्ट करता है लिंक करने के बिटवीन द हार्डवेयर विच इज अटैच टू द सिस्टम एंड टू द ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. जब तक उसमें हार्डवेयर, जैसे आप प्रिंटर लगाते हैं, जब तक आप प्रिंटर के ड्राइवर्स को इंस्टॉल नहीं करोगे, इट वुड बी वर्किंग. लाइट से लगा आप कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं बिजली से, इट इज़ वर्किंग, you are able to see the lights on the printer, but it's not going to receive the instruction from the computer till you have not installed drivers of it. A device driver or hardware driver is a group of files that enables one or more hardware to communicate with the computer's operating system. डिवाइस ड्राइवर आपको कम्युनिकेट करने देता है कंप्यूटर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के साथ. विदाउट ड्राइवर कंप्यूटर वुड नॉट बी एबल टू सेंड और रिसीव data correctly to the hardware devices such as printer. If device driver is not there, you would not be able to print out. Now what we are now, as we have finished our device driver and the mobile operating system part, Uh, Tomorrow we are going to continue with the utility programming and application software. Till then, keep revising. I would be posting an assignment regarding the previous two lectures. You have to do it on time and submit it positively by Monday. Thank you.